Good morning. Yes, welcome. It's another edition of Morning Dew. And today we're talking on a topic I call what makes you an easy target. What makes you an easy target for the enemy? Now, the Bible says, be sober, be vigilant, for your adversary, the devil, walks about seeking whom to devour. Now, when the Bible says that, that's to say that the devil has been walking about. It's not because you came into the world that the devil started walking about. The devil, it's his job. It's been from ages past that the devil walks about seeking whom to devour. Now, why will he choose one above the other? For instance, you see, when it says walketh about seeking who to devour, that means when he's walking about, he's looking, you know how massive the world is. Then as he's walking around, he's looking at who he is going to devour. Devour is not even talking about who is going to kill, take his life and all that. More like who is going to eat his heart out, who is going to devour, tear to pieces inside, who is going to model up. Because if he can get into your inside, if you can, tear you apart there, if you can, mess you up there, then he's done what he wants to do, because until the Lord gives him the chance, until it's time for you to go home, he can't take your life. But he can mess up with your mind and all that. So what makes you an easy target? I'll tell a story. Now, some of you may know this about Ore Road. When you're going from Ore to Benin, there are these guys that, as I later heard, they've been there for decades. There are these guys that they are on the prowl. They will just be looking at you and looking at any car, that is innocent, that they know that the driver does not know about them, to catch as a victim. They are 419 guys. Now, here is the thing. We were traveling to Benin, and from Akure, and we decided to pass the Ore route. And as we were passing Ore, just going, just not too far from that Ore route, then these guys just pointed to our car. They pointed to our car, and we were doing like this. And as they did like that, immediately we stopped. We stopped because, you see, the car itself, when we were going, we were managing one of the tires. There was something wrong with the tire or the hand of the vehicle, and we were just managing it. We were like, okay, let's go for this journey and come back. We'll just manage it. So as soon as the they did like this, they also saw that tire. They also saw that there was something wrong with the wheels, So they pointed like this. The way they did, it was as if there was something very serious, happening to our car. And we quickly stopped. Why? Because we already had the mind that something was wrong with our vehicle, that something was wrong with the tire. And so when they pointed, it was very easy to just see them as good Samaritans that wanted to stop us so that we will not enter worse problem. To cut long story short, which is what they do always, they will tell you now to come, okay, let them find a mechanic for you and everything. Nothing wrong with your vehicle. They will extort you, tell you that it is this thing that is wrong with the car, that thing that is wrong with the car. So, but how come it was so easy for them to make us stop? How come, even before we stopped, how come we were the easy target for them? How come we were the ones they chose? How come they choose this one and not choose this one? There is that lack of confidence in us. That was as a result of the fact that we did not have a complete set of, we didn't have the kind of tires we believed was okay for the journey. And this is what the devil does. He looks for that loophole. That little doubt. Once there's a little doubt in you about your walk with God, once there's a shadow cast over your stand with God, when he sees all of us walking like this, once he sees a head that is bent low, even if it's not bent, just slightly, he knows that this is one that I can attack at this time. And he comes to you at such low moments. And so these are the things that I'm going to mention a few of those things that makes you easy target for the devil. If there is nothing in you, you know, Jesus said that the devil comes but he finds nothing in me, right? Something like that. If you yourself stand before God confident, bold, not because you are perfect, not because you have done everything perfectly well. No, not that. You can never ever do everything perfectly well. You just have to know that you are justified by the fact that God has justified you, that God has made provision for your justification and you have accepted it. And so when you come to him, you come to him boldly. Stand before him boldly, because what the enemy is looking at is simply that lack of confidence in you, that lack of boldness in you, that lack of the assurance. When your assurance of what God has done, when your assurance weakens, that is what attracts the devil to come to you. Even in the physical, you know, when our children go to school, you know, we talk of bullies in school. And so there are people who bully other children. What makes them choose one over the other? See, when a child comes to school, it doesn't matter the fact that he is new. There's a way he looks, there's a way he walks, and they don't choose that child. But there's another child. As soon as he comes to school, maybe because he's timid, because there's a way he looks down, there's a way the child is walking, and those bullies decide that this is the one they are going to target. It could be because he's different from everybody else. Maybe everyone is white, he's black. Or maybe everybody is tall, he's short. There is something that they look at and they see in this person, and they know that this thing is something that will make the person feel different and probably feel lower than he should. And that is when the enemy comes for you. It's not only our children, it's not only the children, students in school that are targeted by bullies. In the world, how, you know, you will just be, and that there are those who, you know, they want to laugh at, you know, make mockery of, you know, and, you know, so you don't understand why. You try to laugh it off sometimes. Sometimes you say, please don't joke with me. But they keep coming. I'm talking in the physical now. You know, then you find yourself falling into the same thing you've fallen into before, falling into the same thing. You become easy target for them, you know, physical. I'm talking of physically now, you know. It's because of that thing about you, that courage, that thing, you know, that you have not dealt with. Same in the spirit. Now, here is the thing. This is more important. In the spirit, spiritually, we all want to grow. We all want to walk with God deeper and more closely. And then you find out that you are back to where you were. You were up here, then you are back to where you are. The devil is messing up with you. In fact, you see, the sin of omission or commission that usually makes one feel not confident enough to walk up to God or to be bold before God. Oftentimes, it's not the sin that's even an issue. It is the fact that it lessens your confidence to stand before God. That is it. It's not the sin, no. It's because it lessens that confidence, that boldness to stand before God. And, you know, and when that happens, the devil has, once it can come between you and your fellowship with God, when it can come between you and your walk with God, then he has succeeded. And you know, the real thing he's after is that after, you know, you are trying, you're failing, you believe you're failing, you're not measuring up. When you try and keep trying and you're not measuring up like that, you keep feeling down and up and down. Eventually, you want to give up. And that is what he's after. To give up, because if you do not give up on him, he doesn't give up on you. So quickly, let me say, as I said, it usually comes from lack of confidence. You know, you are an easy target when you hesitate in whatever it is. That is uncertainty, any form of uncertainty in you. You know, hesitation, it makes the devil, you know, it gives the devil a chance to. It's a sign, you know, to the enemy to attack you. You know, then is the eagerness for validation. I said this not too long ago. Eagerness for validation. Anytime you are looking at one or two faces to see if what you are doing is okay, you quickly, you know, anything you want to do, you want to, because you're so eager for validation, then they give you the opposite of what you want. The devil, when the devil sees that you're looking for validation, now here is the thing. God has said, just love your neighbor, and he has given you the instructions. You know what it is and you are following it. All of a sudden you are doing something, then you are still looking back. Have I done something wrong now? Did I do those that valid? Once you are eager for validation, from human being, even when you are eager for validation from God, as you are growing at first, yes, God will quickly validate what you are saying. Validate. After a while, he expects that you know him enough. It is that point you are looking for validation. After he has said go and you are going, then you look back and you're looking, am I still doing the thing that God has asked me to do? Am I still in the right path? Then the devil strikes. He strikes you with doubt. He pours it to you. He does. That is why you are an easy target. That point, you are an easy target. The moment you begin to hesitate, let's talk about business. If you are a businessman, for instance, you want to go into a business, or you have a bright idea and you are coming with it. The moment that idea is growing and is taking life and everything, watch it. Once you begin to look, I have not made a mistake from the moment you allow that doubt, the moment you allow hesitation to come in, then he strikes. And when he strikes, that thing that was so beautiful to you before, that dream, that thing that you were picturing, that idea that was becoming so much bigger and everything, all of a sudden it's looking like, we won't continue worry around me. I'm just worrying myself. I'm just, I've done this to me before. I've gone this route before. I've started again. He will have a chance to come in. You must watch out. When you lack confidence, when you hesitate on anything you are doing, he will pour in doubts. When you are eager for validation, that is when he comes in. So, your validation, these are the things that you must know. Your validation comes from God. And once he has said go, go. Now, I use dressing, to explain this to people. I'll go like, look, it's like husband and wife. Now, I don't have to ask my husband all the time, do I look good? I mean, is this hat good? Is this shirt good? Is it... Every day I dress up, I want to ask, is the earring okay? Is the one by one? No. By now, as we have lived together for, years, decades, I know what is okay by him. I also even know that if it's okay by him, it's 99% okay by him, because our tastes have become almost the same about my dressing. So once in a while, I may wear something and he sees something that I cannot see. He may now tell me, the hat, it looks somehow. I say, okay, let me drop it. Or there's something about the skirt I'm wearing and he says, the back, there's a tear. Or apart from that, those little things that he will pick out, we have known each other enough for me to be confident to dress and just do like this. And it's like, wow, okay, let's go. Same way with your relationship with God. Same way with what you do on daily basis in the name of God. Same way for what you do in your life to earn a living or to do what you do. God already has, you and God over the years already have, a rapport. And you already know what's good for you. So you do it on a daily basis. Do not let hesitation or any of those things that makes you an easy target for the devil to come. So when you start anything, when you are at anything, don't look back. If anything will stop you, let it be God himself coming to come and say, stop, you cannot go. Or else, just go. Or else, just go. Don't hesitate. Jesus himself said, if anyone that puts his hand in the plow, and looks back is not worthy of the kingdom. Whatever it is that you're going to do for the Lord, whatever it is that God is going to put in your hand, whatever it is that you are even doing in life at all, if you start and you are hesitating, if you start and you allow doubt and everything, you make yourself an easy target for the devil, and it's easy for him to come in and douse everything and pour water on it, cold water on it, and make it all go down. And so you must be sure, you be bold before God, and the Lord has got your back. And it is going to be a good ride when you're confident and you march forward in the Lord. Thank you again for being there on Morning Dew. Hope to see you. For those who will watch later, hope to see you again tomorrow on Morning Dew at 7 a.m. Bye.